Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Yeah. I'm going to read this verse to you. 1 Peter 5, verse 8 said, "To be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour." I went yesterday, last evening, Sunday evening that is, it's now Monday, to see the movie Sound of Freedom. And I just wanted to come and speak briefly on it and hopefully to encourage you to go and see the movie if you haven't already done so. I was not aware of this movie until the trailer was shared in a WhatsApp group that I'm in, and I watched the trailer, and watching the trailer video of an interview that was conducted by, I think his name is Peter Jordan, and he was speaking with, I think, the actor and maybe the producer, and the two gentlemen that's involved in the production of this movie. And that interview was powerful. It was very enlightening. It was compelling to go and see the movie. And so I decided to go and see the movie last evening. And I'm very happy that I did. While watching that movie, I was really, really emotional. Very emotional while watching that movie. It was a beautiful movie. It was not a cheap movie. It was really a real nice movie. No kind of sexual content was in the movie. They did it in such a way that you got the message without seeing the actual act. But it really was, what's the word I use? Enlightening. And brewing about an awareness of what is a tragedy. It is just a shame. It is an indictment against all of us that we are living in a world where right now as we speak, there are children as young as 4 that are sex slaves to rich people. And it was so troubling. It is troubling. It's still troubling. Last night when I came home, every time I closed my eye, I was like, Father, I mean, to know that you are living in the same space, breathing the same air as people that can do this. This must be the wickedest thing. That you would actually kidnap a child. And they had live footage, video footage, like from the CTV cameras, I think, of people that just walked past and grabbed the people's children and ran. They had about 3 of those clippings, and they are taking people's children and selling them to have sex with grown men. I don't know if women too, maybe, I don't know. You understand me? And that these people have absolutely no conscience. They don't care. A child. And the people who are buying these children are even worse than the people who are selling it. Because you are actually going in there, grown men, and having sexual intercourse with babies. And to me, it is past sickening. As I said, and I watched the movie last night, I thought about all the children that are going missing, even here. And sometimes you hear that they were found and sometimes you don't. So it causes you to wonder, are these children somewhere being someone's sex slave? You know, as I said the last night, I was like, Father, what do you want me to do? And one thing that came to me is talk about it and encourage. Go and see the movie so that you yourself, if you are not aware and if you are one of those persons who are just moving about and just totally oblivious to what is going on, or you just think, oh, it doesn't matter to me, or like one of the reporters, I see they had a clipping, I watched a podcast today, and they had a piece from a CNN interview, I think, and they tried to make it out, the media, that, oh, it's overreacted, it's not as bad, they have exaggerated statistics, and you know, the report is that it's like about 80,000 children. Let me see, I wrote some notes here. About 2 million children per year go missing and are believed to be sold into sex slavery. It is actually the slave trade continues, but the majority of the persons are children. They said that this industry, human trafficking, and particularly the selling of children to sex as sex slave, is a 150 billion. What is it? I think $150 billion industry. I know when I was watching one report, they said that it is more lucrative than, I think, American Eagle, American Airlines, or Delta, one of those major airline companies, that sex, children, sex, slavery makes more money than one of those airlines. That's how much money it is making, you know, per year. And this has been going on now for a very long time. And the thing that we have been sitting here totally unaware, you know, you don't hear nothing about it on the news media. Nothing. The gentleman at the end of this movie said that this movie was made 5 years ago. And they went through all kinds of obstacles to get it released into the theaters because the quote-unquote elite, I guess, who are the perpetrators of this horrific crime, didn't want it to be released. You know? And I just think it's very sad. It is troubling. And we need to get involved. We need to be more involved. We need to talk about it more. We need to, you on Facebook, whatever social media platform, you need to share this video, hashtag the name of the movie, encourage people to go out and see it, and we have to become more vigilant with the care of our children. The reporter or the interviewee during that CNN interview, he gave the impression that this movie would have absolutely no impact because it would not stop it. It can stop. You understand me? It can be stopped, but it's going to take you and me to stop it. You understand? And we have to do our part, and I think a great part, what we have to do is now stop exposing our children to social media. You understand? We have to stop letting your children walk about by themselves. And I'm talking about children, teenagers, whoever. Protect your children. See, I put on this shirt, what you value, you protect. You understand me? We have to do more to protect our children. We have to put a greater value on our children. These people put a dollar value on their children. They don't value their life. They just see them as money. Like in the movie, the man told the little girl, 11-year-old, come make me some real money. So obviously there's some people paying big dollars to sleep with children. You understand me? One of the things that was said in that movie, that you can sell drugs one time, but you can sell a child up to 5 to 10 times per day. And I heard in another interview that they just use them until they expire. You understand? They just cast them aside. After they are no more good to them, they cast them aside. I guess then they use their organs, because we have human trafficking. It's either for sex or for the use of the organs. So this is something that we need to cry aloud. We need to sound the alarm. Everyone needs to talk about it. You understand me? We need to demand our legislators, because they may be involved. We, the people, need to get angry. This is something to get angry about. This is something to be angry about. This is no time now to sit back and be quiet. If you have a child, you have a niece, you have a brother, whatever, you need to be angry, because this can very well affect you. You understand me? For too long, we act as if, especially for some reason, especially us people who hold the Bible, we act as if all we doing now is just waiting for the rapture, and everything else and it isn't our business. We on the earth. The Father told us to occupy until He comes. We are responsible for these children. It bothered me so much to think, as I said, thinking about all the children that been missing here. A young man, I think he's like 20, without a trace the other day here in the Bahamas. No trace of this young man. And several others. And it caused you to wonder, is he somewhere now a sex slave, or maybe they use him for his organs? To think that we are right here, and these things could be happening right in our communities, right around us, and we are oblivious. We go about our daily life as if it's nothing. As if it's nothing. You understand? And I think for us who are supposed to be light, we need to be in the forefront of this, because this is real darkness. This is as dark as it can get. This is the pit of hell kind of darkness. This is wickedness to the core. You understand me? This is evil. The people who are involved in this are the worst kind of wicked. Because for you to a child, you understand me? A child. And we have to put an end to this pedophilia. We have to lift our voices. We have to cry out and spare not. You understand me? You have to do your part. You can't be silent. You can't sit down and don't do anything. And if you can go out and see the movie, I encourage you to go and see the movie. I'm understanding they're getting a lot of pushback, but it's time for us to push this elitist set of people. We gotta push back. Enough of it now. Enough. This needs to be the last straw right here. You understand? Every person who is not a pedophile should be in uproar about this. The only people who wouldn't be in uproar about this are those who are pedophiles, who have sexual interest in children. That's the only people who would see anything wrong with this movie, who would have any issue with it being produced, who would want to prevent it from being made public. They are pedophiles. Secret maybe pedophiles, or they are making some kind of money from the sexual marketing of children. I understand in the USA is the greatest market for child pornography. I think they said, 2 million child, I think there were 20 million child pornography photos were uploaded on the internet. I don't know if they said this year, but in the last few years, 20 million. This is This is a sickness. This is worse than a sickness. This is mental depravity. This is just demonic. These people are demons. Do you understand? These people are perverted demons. And we have to fight back against them. We have to fight back against them. So I came on to encourage you to go and see the movie, but I want to leave you with this. These verses from Matthew 18. I'm going to start at verse 5. And whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name receives me. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offenses! For it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense comes. Wherefore, if your hand or your foot offend you, cut them off, and cast them from you. It is better for you to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. And if your eye offend you, pluck it out, and cast it from you. It is better for you to enter into life with 1 eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into the fire of Gehenna. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father, which is in heaven. Brothers and sisters, we can't sit idly by. We have to get involved. We have to join in the fight. We have to do our part. We have to do our part. I want to encourage parents to stop exposing your children on Facebook. These people go after low economic families, or just children who are vulnerable, children who are left unattended for the little for a split second. You understand? You have to be more vigilant and sober in the care of your children, and being careful who you are leaving them with and who you're trusting them with. These predators are out, and I think this movie started with the father took his children because they said, oh, your child could be in modeling or be audition for a movie, and they were told to leave the children, and when they went back, to everything was closed up, no one was there. They took the children. These are kind of things you have to be careful of. You know what I mean? Posting your children on Facebook and you asking for help for this and help for that. These people will come and give you money. They'll set you up in a house. They'll give you whatever. But their only interest is your children, getting access to your children. A few weeks ago, right in the Bahamas, a mother son was ill and they needed help, they needed assistance, and one man reached out to them, and this man was paying, this male was paying all their bills, putting her up in an apartment because she needed help. Something happened to him and he ended up in a wheelchair, and I think he could only move his neck or whatever. So this gentleman just took them on, and like he was an angel. That's why I tell you all, the devil has come as an angel of light, and he was paying all their bills. But what he wanted the boy. He wanted to have a sexual relationship with the boy. And the mother realized when he began to become very possessive with the boy, want to know who calling him and all this stuff. You understand me? Trust the Most High in your situation. Because when you put it out there for asking for help, and you know, back in the day that may have been fine. But right now, you can attract all of Satan agents to come to your aid, and their only interest is to get your children. Parents, be very careful. Be very careful where you're sending your children. Check these organizations out thoroughly. You understand me? Don't take anyone at face value. Don't take anyone at face value. You understand me? For us to be living on this earth and 80,000 or whatever, how many children a year, 2 million children a year go missing, and you are not hearing anything about it on the news. There's no outcry about it in the media. Why would not they be sounding the alarm like this? Well, know why? Because the people who own the media and all this stuff, they involve this wealthy people who are having sex, buying these children as sex slaves. You understand? So I want us to be listening. I'm so happy I'm calm and talking about this. But it is very disturbing. It is very disturbing. Very disturbing. So I want to encourage you to go out and see the movie, The Sound of Freedom. Invite your friends to go out. I want you to talk about it, hashtag it, share it, whatever it takes. Let's get this out there, and however you can get involved to stop human trafficking and the selling of children to sex slavery, please, let's do it. Let's get involved. We can't sit by and allow this to happen. It's been happening too long, and it has to stop. And the more of us are aware, the more we speak out against it, it will indeed stop. So I just wanted to say that. I want to encourage you to please go out and see the movie. These are children. Do you understand? The two children in the movie was 8 and 11. Yeah? And so, let's get involved. Let us get involved. Blessings to you. Be encouraged. Get involved. Be vigilant. Be sober. Be alert. Because the predators are out and they don't care. They don't care. So we have to up our game. We have to get serious. We have to be on the lookout. Travel in packs. Don't allow your children to be walking the street alone or going about alone. You understand me? Protect your children. Protect your children. Protect the gift, the seed that the Most High has given to you. Shalom.